Look, we can all agree, California is gorgeous. The mountains are stunning. Get you a gander that coast. The weather's frankly showing off, and the abundance of Trader Joe's? Well, I'd trade my left arm. But if California's so wonderful, why did 1.46 million people move out of it over the last few years? Let's unpack why, and where all these Californians are headed to next. One of the harshest hits has been housing, and with costs 116% higher than the national average, it's easy to see why. The median home hovers upwards of $830K, and rent about $3,000 a month, and that's before parking. Plus, even if you can't afford those absurd prices, California ranks 49th for housing units per capita. So brace yourself for bidding wars so intense, you'll start rehearsing your offer letter like it's an Oscar speech. But the costs don't stop at housing. Utilities, groceries, gas, childcare, insurance, they're all a sucker punch to the wallet too. In fact, 56% of Californians say they've thought about leaving purely because of the cost of living. But wait, there's more. The state's state income tax rates stretch from 1% all the way up to 13.3%, the highest in the country. For the average Californian, that looks like nearly $4,000 a year. Uncle Sam throws another blow at the checkout line. Californians pay the 7th highest combo of state and local taxes in the nation. And while the state's property tax looks low on paper, those high home values equal even more pain for your pocket. Despite a property tax rate of just 0.7%, the average homeowner still forks over around $5K a year, purely because their starter home is valued like a beachfront villa. Okay, so all those costs have to add up to something great though, no? Yeah, no. On top of spending cash like a truck driver at Buc-ee's, many Californians find themselves wasting 137 hours per year in their car, breathing in more smog than oxygen, and dodging motorcycles on the freeway like it's an Olympic event. There's also just the sheer amount of people. California is home to nearly 40 million residents. That's almost all of Canada jammed between the ocean and the Sierra Nevada. And buddy, you feel it. Everywhere you go, people on the freeway, people in the dairy aisle, people, DMV, oh, the people. And that bottleneck creates relentless competition for jobs, for kindergarten slots, for apartments, for doctor's visits, for garage sale permits, and a halfway decent parking spot. Even getting a dinner reservation can feel like trying to get Taylor Swift tickets at face value. And if the people don't wear you down, the hoops you have to jump through for everything else just might. Want to build a small business? Prepare to battle red tape, zoning codes, and fees that multiply like gremlins in a rainstorm. If you want to add a bathroom to your house, good luck navigating CEQA. And that pet hedgehog you've always dreamt of owning? Sorry, no, it's illegal in California. I'm serious. From where your kid goes to school to whether or not you can build a deck, it feels like the state is one giant helicopter mom who loves nothing more than watching you squirm. And that's not just a hunch. Cato's Freedom in the 50 States Index ranks California 48th overall in personal and economic freedoms. Even major companies are tapping out, citing high costs, red tape, and labor issues as reasons for leaving. And when businesses leave, so do the jobs that used to be abundant. Alright, so I think by this point you've caught my drift. But where are all those Californians going? Well, for thousands, all roads have led to Oklahoma. Yeah, the Oklahoma most people only know from the musical and football. Sadly, not at the same time. These days, it's quietly turning into one of the most desirable places to live in the country. Why? Oklahoma is home to the lowest cost of living in the United States, and the median home price is more than $500,000 cheaper than that of California. I'm not exaggerating. Okay, it's actually closer to $600K, but I didn't want to show off. It's not just about money though. With 35 million less people, you get to exist without bumping shoulders everywhere you go. Commutes are basically a blip, parks aren't packed, and you don't have to feel like you're in the Hunger Games anytime you need a gallon of milk. The job market's growing too. From energy, aerospace, and tech, to film, healthcare, and education, all kinds of employers are hiring. And because the state's pro-business, it's way easier to launch something of your own without needing 3 lawyers and a prayer. Oh, and that beauty we were talking about earlier? Oklahoma has that too. Sure, it may not look like an ocean, but with the most diverse terrain in the country, you do get to live in a place that feels like someone hit shuffle on all of America's landscapes. Roll that beautiful bean footage, boys. Add in family-friendly communities, wide open skies, this guy, and a food scene you just have to taste to believe. And you start to realize, maybe the good life isn't about endless hustle and overpriced oat milk. Maybe it's about premium living without the premium cost. If you're watching this because California feels like it's squeezing you dry, Oklahoma offers something different. Room to build, room to grow, and room to finally exhale. If you want to learn more about why you should move to Oklahoma too, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Yuck! Yuck! Why is it going so loud? Like a duck. I can't get it to go down. Yeah. Yuck!